Larynx shot. I I can't pronounce her name, so we're gonna call her AJ Owens,
AJ,
a
man,
35
you
year
just can't.
older.
That sounds like a. I don't know about all that, but
I think it's Ija.
Aja. What?
Nah,
How you spell it? How you
it's
spell it?
AJIKE.
AJIKE.
KE.
AJIKE.
Hey man, you didn't tell me we was live. You got me over here. Come on, bro. You know,
I just know that just did that. I just did it.
got me over here sounding crazy.
No, no, they didn't get all of that. What's up, y'all? We live right now. We about to get started in a few. You know, it's our anniversary, so show us some love. Y'all see the donation if y'all want to. Cash app us, you know what I'm saying, and show support and some love as well. We be getting started in a minute while Fat Boy try to figure out this young lady's name that just got shot. What was that? Thursday? When was
I'm
that?
going with AJ. I'm not
You gonna
going.
go with JJ? Okay, all right. Go with AJ then, man. Let's get them in there. Let's get them in there. Let's go ahead and share. I think you should be able to go and share on your page there,
Yeah, I'm
bro.
about to go do it right now.
Let me see.
I would have been doing it if you would have told me we was live.
I know, right?
This
You
nigga,
know, had to sneak one. Had to
you
sneak
gotta
one
watch.
in on you.
You gotta watch Fuel, man, y'all.
Had to
Fuel,
sneak one in on you, dog.
Fuel to get you, man.
I had to sneak one in on you, man. You know, it's very seldom that I'm able to do that. So I see you wasn't paying attention.
I was reading the damn article. That's why I
Oh,
wasn't
right? I
paying
know. I see
attention.
you wasn't paying attention. That was good. Good stuff, man. Tap in, tap in, tap in. We about to get this started in a second. Oh man, I do kind of look still kind of.
Culpable negligence. What the fuck is that?
Why do I still look? Don't I still don't
Hey
look too?
Siri, what is culpable negligence?
Who we got in the house? Who we got in the house? I see y'all checking it out. I see y'all checking it out. Let us know who you are so we can, shout your name out. Give you some love. Give some love. Thank you for
I
happy
gotta find
anniversary.
out what this
Appreciate
means.
y'all.
Real.
Appreciate y'all. Man, why does my background look like I'm in space? I look good on the program, but it look like I'm in, I don't know what's going on here, y'all. Trying to get it worked out.
I know they ain't do this.
Who?
Bro, I went to the dictionary,
Uh-huh.
and the dictionary definition for culpable negligence is negligence that is regarded as a crime. That's the only definition that they gave me.
No stuff.
That's all.
Man, why is this not clear? What the hell's going on here?
All right.
Give us a thumbs up, show us some love, let us know that you guys are here.
Hold on, let me get
Um,
some people in here. I'm tripping.
what is going on though? Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Hold on, y'all.
Hold on. Hold on. Hold on.
They got me going to the page now. I don't know what the fuck
Something ain't
they.
right, man. Why isn't it clear? I don't understand what's going on here. My signal's strong and everything. I don't get it.
I don't know. You are a little fuzzy. Let me even
Yeah,
that too.
that's what I'm wondering. Like, why is I'm so daggone fuzzy?
You
We're
got a
gonna
lot.
get started, y'all. We got a lot to let me try
Bring
to
them on in, man. That's what
oh
y'all
there
do. Bring it on in now.
yeah.
Tell your friend, to tell a friend, to tell somebody that's a friend. Now,
Maybe the camera's dirty. Hmm, maybe that was it.
look. Now, this first thing I'm gonna do is this. Something I never do. But the first thing I'm gonna do, I'm gonna hit my Texas real quick.
So what I'm gonna do, man, I'm gonna play some since it's our anniversary, 3 year anniversary. We
Yeah, so
appreciate
yeah,
you
what you
guys
got? So
for tapping
I want
in.
to ask you a question. It's 3 year anniversary. I guess we'll wait till we ready to roll the intro. We get everybody in.
Yeah,
They said wipe your phone, Miss Rita.
I know that's what it's not. It's not even the phone. It's the computer. Probably. I'm trying to. Yeah, you're right. That's what I'm trying to do. Hold on.
It's probably your lens.
Yeah, because it's never looked that bad. Let's see. I don't know what's up, man. It's weird. I don't know. It could be my signal, y'all, which kind of sucks if it is. But we appreciate you guys who are tapping in. But what we're gonna do is what I'm gonna do first, man. I'm gonna try to play some of our old stuff, man. You know what I mean? If you guys haven't been around and never seen, Fired Up, we going through 3 years now. Kind of go down a little memory lane because I want to even show love for those that basically came and graced the company with their presence. Old hosts, old shows and stuff like that or whatever. Just gonna give y'all a little taste of what we used to have going on here and the stuff that we're gonna have going on in the future. A lot more. So enjoy this right now, you guys.
We gonna bring the intro in, or we gonna do it after this?
I'm gonna do it after this. Give a lot of people time to come in.
All right, let's go.
Vicky, Vicky, I'm trying to wipe the camera. I tried. I don't know what the deal is because I see myself even on Facebook. It looks blurry. But even on the program that I have, it's clean. I don't understand what's going on here. I don't know. But anywho, enjoy this right now before we get started, you guys.
Let's get to it. There you go.
I don't like that. It doesn't turn me on.
Oh, okay. That's too bad.
I enjoy stuff that makes me so passionate.
It's fired up, baby. It's fired up, man. Thank you guys for joining us. It's fired up Thursday. You got your boy Fuels in the house.
And I'm almost amazing.
Oh, wait a minute. I got to switch. I got to do all the work today.
I'm the very well-dressed, almost amazing. Hey, nice to meet your acquaintance.
Oh, my God. Who else we got here?
And I'm the poorly dressed, the third.
Nah, you fresh.
Happy birthday, Cassia. Sag season.
I ain't going to just take
full
my...
fledged.
I know, right? Drop my whole thunder. I know, right?
Every Thursday at 4 p.m.
First and foremost, I want to get into an argument that I had over the Thanksgiving holiday.
Uh-oh.
It wasn't major. It wasn't nothing to break the bank and make everybody go crazy.
Right.
But it was significant enough to get a little boisterous.
Yes, I don't know. That's
With that being
almost
said,
amazing.
male pedicures. Are they appropriate? Are they not appropriate? When and where?
What's up? It's your boy Fuel.
Fat boy in the building. You already know what type of time we on.
That's right, and we're on the streets. Reasons is on the street, and we're
Asking the reasons.
why.
Why do you think women lose interest so quickly in a relationship?
The other half maybe not paying attention.
Attention.
Yeah.
I honestly think most of it is lack of communication. Inconsistency.
Inconsistency.
Let me just throw that out there.
The main one is would be
Being inconsistent, and they lose
You'll hear-
interest
you'll hear a
because you
lot
start
of-
off giving them like all, and then they get yeah,
Then you
that's
have
a
a
good
lot of
answer.
women.
I like that. Yeah.
Not even that. They just like attention.
That's
Ooh.
it. No.
Uh-oh.
What else did we have going on? What else did we have going
Okay.
on? Let's give them this
We
one
got some
too, man.
shit. We
Give
got
them
some
this.
shit.
Let them know what we used to do, man.
Tuesdays. We got Tuesdays. We got some stuff, man. Hey, Fuse looking like
right.
really. It's looking like Devontae, like a motherfucker. Forever, my lady.
That's it, man. Hey, dog. I wanted to play that.
Congratulations, man.
Yeah, I wanted to play that, man, because even though the people that are not still with us right now, you know what I mean. Of course, everybody sees the visions different ways and have different plans in life and stuff like that or whatever, man. But I still, want to wish them good endeavors on their future journeys. Did that make sense? Good endeavors on future journey.
I think that's something, yeah, no.
Anywho, y'all know what I mean. I just
You know
really
what
want
he's trying to
yeah,
say.
yeah, you know what I'm trying to say. But I definitely want to give thanks to those that have come and graced us with their love. And those videos that you see was edited by Nigel, our boy. You know what I'm saying? And man, I don't know. I don't even know what to say, dude. It's 3 years, man. 3 long years.
And I'm proud of you. I'm proud of you for staying consistent, man. So congratulations to you for
Man, hell, you too. Shit, you've been with the last two of the last years, right? So
yeah.
heck, I've had you with me,
I
so
know,
you've
huh?
been
But
consistent.
yeah.
Yeah, exactly,
Yeah,
man.
that's true. Thank you,
From the
man. I appreciate that.
yeah, even from the
Man,
time when we was in college or whatever, you know what I'm saying? It was kind of like
you've been
the
doing this
one thing I
for
can say about you, yeah, that you are consistent and have the hunger and desire to do this just as much as I do. You
We're
know what
gonna
I
get
mean?
to it. Yeah,
Oh yeah.
we stumble a little bit, but
Yeah,
we keep
just a little
going,
bit, just a little bit,
and we,
just a little bit, child.
we humans, man. Just but we here. We continue to be here, and we gonna continue to be here.
That's right, that's right. I'm sorry, you guys, if I don't know why my camera is not that clear. I've been trying to fix it. I don't know what's going on today, but it's something ain't right. Cause Fat Boy is clear as I don't know what. I don't know. I don't know if it's the sun is it the sun?
I know, huh?
Yeah, I don't know what it is.
is.
Let me see.
I got the suns on my
Let me do it over
face.
here. If I go over here, let me see what happens. Oh no. And it's finally sunny here too. You know.
Oh yeah.
You know what I mean? Nope, that's not it. Let me quit. Anyway, all right, man. Let's get the show started, man. You ready to get it started?
I'm ready.
We got,
Let's
we got
go.
Vicky in here. We're gonna talk to whoever we got in here, man. And we're gonna go on here to get the show started, y'all. Let's go.
All our illusions will disappear, and all the reasons start to fade.
What's up, everybody? Welcome to Reasons, the show where you can give your reasons why you think what you feel about what we're talking about today.
We should know this.
man.
We started now.
Dear brother, how do y'all deal with erectile dysfunction when you're in a relationship?
I wouldn't know how to deal with it unless I had it.
I had it.
And remember, if they're talking about you behind your back, they behind you for a reason. Peace.
I love y'all.
What's up, man? It's your boy Fuel.
Fat Boy in the building. You already know what type of time we on. We here, y'all.
Even that was wasn't that a little shaky too? Was the intro a little shaky on your end?
No, it was good over here.
Oh, okay. It seems like something's going on, man. I don't understand what's going on with my camera or what's going on over here, but I'm gonna be a little fuzzy, y'all. But I ain't going nowhere. You know what I mean? I'm just going.
What's up, Jay Brooks? What's up,
Brooks and
Jeremiah?
Jay. What's up? Appreciate you coming in. All right, man. Let's start off with a old girl that got unfortunately that happened with the black young lady that was shot by the young. Why do they headline it that anyway?
Maybe
with the shot by a white woman. Like why was that a headline?
I'm glad you asked, and I took that from D-Lake. Shout out to D-Lake. I'm glad you asked though. I actually was just having a talk about this with a white man, actually. About they do that to continue the perpetuation of the illusion of white supremacy. They have to keep it a racial battle. They have to make it white versus black, not bad versus not good versus evil, not an ignorant motherfucker, not just because she white. Yes, she was on some racist shit, but it's used to sell more papers, get more clicks, but it's also to push a narrative, to push this racial agenda, right? And you hear this, and then you say, once again, so now you go outside and you looking for a white person to slap. You feel what I'm saying? Or vice versa. You get what I'm saying? And so it like Jeremiah said in the comments, it keeps us from the discussion of really what it is poor versus rich. And that's just the end of the situation. And once all of the people who think that they rich or think that they well off, that really realize they on the poor side and they with the same people and everybody got the same plight. But yeah, so mainly they do it just to perpetuate the nonsense and the racial bias in this country.
Okay. Well, for those that don't know, kind of explain to them basically what happened. You know most of the story, right?
I know a good part of the story. I read some more today. So basically, in a nutshell, what happened was, the lady name is like Ijik, but I'm gonna call her AJ Owens, because I don't want to mess her name up. I already did. But AJ Owens, children were playing outside. I guess they were being too loud. I got mixed. So I read from the news. The news didn't have any of this. I heard. Okay, I'm gonna tell you what the news say, and I'm gonna tell you what I heard. The news says that the children were playing outside. She went and said something to this lady's children, right? When she said something to the children, of course, a black mom went to the lady's door. When she went to her door, they got into an argument. She shot her. Now, later on, it comes down that come to find out that over the years, the police have been to this location dozens of times because them two been getting into it. So it's been occurring events between them and this lady being racial or doing whatever. There you are. Now you clear.
Yeah, it was better. Yeah.
There you are.
I ended up resetting the computer. Go ahead.
That's right. There you go. So basically, they're saying that the news is saying this is a second story. So I'm putting them basically together. The second story basically says that after investigation, they realized that this has been an ongoing thing between them two. And now they finally arrest her. Because originally they could not arrest her because Florida has a stand your ground law, which means if it's self-defense, they can't take her to jail. So they have to prove negligence, or they have to prove that she harmed before the situation occurred. So that's what happened. She shot the lady in front of her 2 children. So she approached the door with her children. She shot her with her children. And this was a few days ago. And so now they finally arrested the lady. The lady name is, I forgot her name that fast. Her name is Louise. Hold on. I'm gonna get it right now.
Yeah, we're still trying to work, still struggling on that name.
Her name is Lois, is what her damn name is. Hold on, but let me get the story. Because I need to get her damn name.
And all of this really, you guys, was over
I just gotta get the lady
their
name.
kids.
So I'm sorry.
Yeah, it was her kids playing on. I guess her kids was playing on the white lady's property, and the white lady didn't want them over there, so the kids left. But they had left a iPad or such theirs there, and the moms, I think, went back and then also went back to talk to her, and then suddenly just got shot between the door. Shot without even her even seeing her open the door.
She shot through the door.
Right between the door.
But they were, but that's what the story says. But that's not really what happened. Yes, she shot her through the door, and as soon as she came, they was getting into it. That's what the story later comes out. So when she got to the door, I guess when she came back to go to the door, they were still arguing, because that's how they proved the negligence. I'm guessing because she was arrested. Because if it was an argument, it would have been self-defense, and it would have been no thing. Give them they had prior history and the situation. So the lady was named Susan Lois Lawrence. Her 58. Cool. She was 58 years old. Of course, a white lady. You see me, look, I'm talking about perpetuation. Look, talking crazy. I just think it's Florida, man. Florida still stuck on the 1860s, man. First off, I want to say my prayers go out to this woman's family, to her children. We gotta stop the nonsense. I hate like the white guy was saying, man, or the white gentleman was saying, that we gotta stop with the race shit too, right? Because this is also help perpetuating that way and that shit too. Because now a black person is looking to retaliate, right? It's only natural, right? When you make it a black and white thing instead of just the ignorant motherfucker thing. Excuse my language, right? It's just the ignorant individual, right? No color. Of course, sometimes color has to do with it, but if you still stuck on an ideology of prior to 1800s or prior to the 19th century, you ignorant. We're in the 21st century, bro. You gotta stop. You gotta stop. 22nd. Shit, I'm sorry. We out there. We gone. We in one of them centuries.
What's up, Marlon?
You know what I'm saying? So we gotta kind of change the narrative, but absolutely, anytime I think that Florida got to do something with this stand your ground law, because that's really what it is. I think that you got an ignorant person, and they're going to use it to their advantage. Because I could just say I was threatened by you. I could just say I had an issue, and I could just shoot you. We gotta have some stipulations. I don't want them to take it all away,
of that,
but there has to be stipulations, more strict stipulations on this law.
Speaking of that, and that basically, like you said, could have been used as a self-defense tactic as well. But this was actually a real self-defense or ordeal going on, and I'm talking about the ex-NFL player Travis Rudolph. I can't remember what team Travis played on. I don't know if it was the Jets or Cincinnati. I can't remember. I can't remember. I don't want to tell y'all the wrong. I don't want to tell y'all the wrong team. But anyway,
you know me. Go ahead, tell your story.
But you guys, I mean, this was a trial that has went on for actually the trial just started this week, but he was in jail for a whole year before he actually ended up house arrest. I think, or he was on a house arrest for a year because he, couldn't leave town or whatever. They had to post bail or whatever for him, $150,000 or so, whatever, before the trial. So, in case you guys don't know the story, what happened was his female his they said they wasn't even really. He said it wasn't really his girlfriend, but they were dating or seeing each other or whatever. And they got into this argument because she went in his phone or whatever, went in his phone and found some other female information. I mean, he was talking to, and what they were saying, the conversation was that he was telling the other female that I guess the one that he was actually with, telling her that her body looks better than the chick that he's with. So he was basically, what I'm saying, kind of like, kind of making old girl look bad because she had a BBL. Yeah, she had a surgery, a BBL or something. And, he was kind of downplaying. So she's already had this probably insecurity or whatever about herself. And then you're talking about it. So they basically end up in a fight, argument. He went, from what they showed on the camera, he had went in the house or whatever, and they trying to stop her from, going off. She ends up texting her brother and told her brother, to come up and shoot up the place, and basically that's what the brother ended up doing. An hour later, he showed up or whatever. And I think an hour or two later, he showed up at the house. They got into the argument. Travis thought that they had a gun, that they had guns or whatever. And his brother was with him as well. So he ran back into the house and grabbed his shit, which was a AK, I think, AK, I don't know, 57 or something like that or whatever. Started shooting and ended up shooting one of them and killing them. And so, of course, he went to, they were trialing him for murder. He was on trial for murder or whatever after all this stuff that his girlfriend started, So anyway, come to find out, with the texts, the witnesses and everything that was going on, he ended up not guilty, And I believe that they ended up watching the video again or something, maybe showing that basically it was self-defense. You was at, you at the person's house and you're threatening them. What else are you supposed to do? You know what I mean? So let us know what you guys think about this as well. You know what I'm saying? Did the courts get that right? You know what I mean? For a change.
They did good. They did a great job. They did a great job. That's what you get from running in somebody's damn house. You're gonna learn today. That's 1. 2, shout out to the brother. And 3, once again, we gotta watch who we dealing with, who we laying with, fellas, because it can get real treacherous, real sticky, real fast, man. And I know a situation. Shout out to Uncle Mike, where sometimes, man, if you ain't in the right place and you in the wrong state, that could cost you your life, man. He could have been going to jail for a long time. Uncle Mike was in a situation similar to the situation, man.
Yeah.
He gone. He got 33 years. So,
wow.
Yeah. So it could have cost him his life. And like Marlon said, man, she need to be thrown in jail, man, because she was playing with that man's life for sure.
Yeah, they were involved. So that makes her, you know what I'm saying? And being that they had this guy over there, that makes them accessory to the murder, right? Or whatever. What is it? I don't know the right terminology for, that particular.
It's accessory.
When you're at fault of having someone in the facility of them getting hurt. You know what I mean?
Or it's accessory if you involved in a crime. So,
accessory.
So
okay.
say
That's what it is. Okay.
I see you do a crime, and we do a crime together. That's accessory. Accessory
right.
commit murder.
Okay. Do me a favor, fat boy. Because on my end over here, you're kind of like freezing up back and forth. So restart your thing real quick, and then I'm gonna be talking to the people while you do that. All right. Do you hear me?
I got 5 bars over here.
I know, but I got 5 bars over here too. But on my end, it's like you freezing up a lot. So when you go and come back in, and I got you. All right. So what you guys think? I mean, do y'all think the court's wrong? Whatever. I understand, Marley, like you said, that she should be, and not only her brother, the one who she brought over there as well. Okay, you said we all clear on that side. Okay, that's what's up. All right, I just wanted to make sure because I was looking like a freezing on my end or whatever. So, cool. All right, we good. All right, you good?
Now you got me frozen over here. I was doing good. Now you got me frozen.
I don't got it frozen. You're not frozen. You froze now?
Yeah, this little screen with my camera over there. That's all right.
You
Let's
good?
go get to it.
Oh, okay. Oh yeah, we good. We good. All right, we good.
All right.
Yeah, we back to normal.
Okay.
All right. So Jeremiah said we was good. We was good, but I my bad. I didn't see. I couldn't tell.
Oh, we was on the wrong side. You wanted to switch sides?
Well, no, I just because I restarted. When I restarted, your side was kind of freezing for some reason on
Okay.
on the program, but not on the Facebook because I'm looking on Facebook and everything's good. But anyway, we're gonna get it right today, y'all.
Right.
Those of you guys that are watching, once again, we're talking about the ex-NFL player Travis Rudolph trial. And if you guys been following it, I say that they did get it right this time, which is kind of rare, you know. And I'm glad they did get it right this time, whatever. So that's on that. What else we got in the news, man, before we get to our main topics here? We got anything else going on?
Yeah, man. I want to tell the viewers about artificial intelligence.
Oh, yeah, okay.
We want to talk about that a little bit.
What's the deal with artificial intelligence?
So basically, I'm gonna tell you where I came up with the idea from first, or basically I'll tell you about what it is. But I know y'all been pulling into like the drive-through, and y'all been having your orders taken by these computer operated systems. You go on, you call, and everything's computer operated. But AI has taken another step where they're not only creating actual people, right? Actual human replicas,
Right.
like not the actual human, but actual robot replicas of human, right? But they're also dealing technology to where they can run kitchens and things like that. And so the definition is says that artificial intelligence is defined as the ability of a digital computer or computer controlled robot to perform tasks commonly associated with intelligent beings. AI is also defined as intelligent entity created by humans capable of performing tasks intelligently without being explicitly instructed, capable of thinking and acting rationally and humanly.
Do you
So
think
that's
that's
and
how
so
much of it?
it says that basically in layman terms, it's technology that is used to replicate human behavior and specifically human intelligence.
Yeah.
I think that there's different types of it, of course, and I'll give you a few key types of it, what it is. But I think that I want to talk about it because that's where the world is going. And I kind of wanted to get everybody on the page and just kind of talking about it at home, right? I think that especially in our communities, certain things you kind of need to talk about. And I wanted to look up something because also maybe I want to say 3 months ago, and I'm gonna get the exact date. That's why I'm gonna look it up. But 3 months ago, they launched a full AI operated restaurant, if I'm not mistaken, in Texas.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. So it's a big deal right now. So
right.
Yeah. It's a big deal right now. So the three types are artificial narrow intelligence, which is machine learning. Then you have artificial general intelligence. That's AGI. I'm sorry, the first one was ANI. It's machine intelligence. This refers to a computer that is smart as a human across the board. And then we have artificial super intelligence. This is machine consciousness, an intelligent intellect that is much smarter than the best human brains in particularly every field. So this is what I'm scared of.
What's
This is
that?
what I'm scared of. The ASI. And so basically, in layman terms, this is AI that will be able to operate. This is AI that will be able to basically operate better than humans. So
Yeah.
it looks like they're trying to replace us in the workforce or just out there in general. And I want to know y'all thoughts on just AI in general after you know what the definition is. How about you as
Well,
well, Phil?
yeah. Veg is on there. What's up, Veg? Veg said
What's
that
up,
Elon
man?
Musk said that said ALs are not good for the humans.
AIs.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, AI. I'm sorry, it's not good for the humans. That's what Elon Musk said. Well, um, I don't know if it's going to be that. I don't think it's going to get that big enough to. I mean, it is taking. I think from taking from jobs, right?
Yeah, it could definitely could potentially take away jobs because right it's creating technology that's operating in a place of a person. So absolutely it could potentially take away jobs. But every time you go to self-checkout, you taking away jobs. That was
Yeah.
a potential job. So I know we say it's not gonna be like that, but it is like that. You
Hmm.
just use self checkout. Most of us on here just use self. That's a form of AI. It's a
Yeah. Yeah.
form of intelligence. Okay.
Yeah.
Your phone is a form of intelligence.
Mm.
Elon Musk talking about AI just because it's not a robot. A Tesla is a form of intelligence. It's a built-in computer.
Well, it's true when it's something that can damn near drive itself and shit
It
like
drives
that. You know
itself.
what I
Is
mean?
that not an
Yeah,
artificial intelligence in itself? So
that's
I
true.
say that to answer your question, I do think that it's going to be bigger than what it is, what people
Yeah.
think it is. That's a big reason why I'm bringing it up now, and I want people to get in front of it. I want people
Yeah.
to get in front of it. If you an investor, start investing. If you're in a field where uh it requires a certain type of labor, start to create different streams of income, because 10 years from now those jobs that were high paying and people were able
Right.
to retire and live off of, they're going to be gone, man. 10 to 20 years. And so we have to start to think about the future. And like my dad say, we definitely in them Buck Roger days, man.
Yeah.
We in the
Yeah.
back, we today.
I do think we need pay more attention and
In the jet.
pay into the future, like you said, because we do like miss out on a lot of things, especially with the whole thing with how the whole computer world itself is. The newer things that's coming out, the programming. You know what I'm saying? Like something we probably should have learned when we was younger. A lot of us should have learned when we was younger, but didn't. You know what I mean? That was out of our reach, basically. So this is something I think that we could kind of more and get more knowledge on and invest in certain things. Does it take away jobs? Yes, I think it does. But I think we still need the human, you know, to do certain things that computers are not going to be able to do anyway. Period. You know what I'm saying? But as far as certain things, whatever, like even self checkout, a lot of people want to self checkout because why? The lines are too long. The people, it just take them too long to do it, whatever. And people want to do things fast now. So fast is the thing. So if artificial intelligence is the thing or whatever, it's kind of like, why not at least venture into it, get a little knowledge about it, and maybe invest or whatever, and shoot, make yourself rich like everybody else is. You know what I mean?
Absolutely.
That's how
I think
that's what I think.
think that we also can start to teach our children, kind of piggyback off what you say, to start to create these this technology, right? We can get on the ground floor, that we can find a computer, we can find a brain, we can do these things. I just went and watched the movie Megan and all of these things where our children can start to learn how to get ahead of this. And even if
Yeah.
we invest in it and learn about it, our children can be the pioneers of it. So I think that it's important that we kind of get, like you say, on the ground floor of it, because right now it hasn't taken off. I'm telling you, people, right now, mark my words today, and we probably too late.
Yeah.
If you get in now, I'm still like I got a little plan together. I'm gonna put some change together. Because Meta, I got some stocks for y'all too at the end of this, but this is gonna be the future. And in 10 years, it's gonna be what social media was. And watch what I say. Because currently
That's pretty much true. That is
it.
true.
I found it. It says it's in Texas. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. The fully operated AI restaurant I was telling you, it is in Texas. I think it's in Fort Worth, opening around. It says.
Yeah. What's the name of it? Did it say?
It's a McDonald's. It says McDonald's
really?
has opened a newly highly automated restaurant in Texas, giving customers a first look at the potential future of fast food.
Okay. Okay.
This article was published January 4th, 2023. So I say that to say, mark my words, January 4th, 2023 changed the world as we know it. As we know it, because they was brave enough to do it. And of course it's going to be operated by somebody's going to be in there. I think it's always going to have to be operated until they really get full robots that operate like humans, and then we in trouble. But I ask you this, how would you feel about giving your order to a robot?
If they can get it right,
that's all that matters to me too.
That's all that matters to me. If it gets it right. Two, at least the robot may be more sanitized than probably some of these people in these restaurants, because they don't be. I've been in restaurants where I've been in the restroom and used the restroom, and someone come in like from either the back from a cook or something like that, and leave without washing their hands.
Yeah.
I walk right out that place. Like I walk right out of it. Even if I ordered something, I would cancel the order or whatever and leave. You know, I've seen them in the grocery stores or whatever. You know what I'm saying? The ones that be stocking stuff or whatever. And if you're in the bathroom in the grocery store, and then they just come in, use the restroom, and then go back out, stock it. They put their hands on shit. That's how this shit's spread. Yeah. It's nasty,
that's how
COVID
got out everywhere. That's why COVID everywhere.
You know what I'm saying? Exactly. Somebody, was that you, Fish? That you Fish on Facebook? Fish in the house. Did you win me some money, man, while you was in Vegas and didn't call me? And well, yeah, you did let us know last minute. Don't be doing that no more. Anyway, go ahead and read that, dog. What it say?
It says, in my line of work, it's a supplement. It helps me help more people in a shorter period of time. I don't believe it replaces humans, because there are always situations where a human intervenes. I agree. It's kind of what I was saying.
Good point.
Listen to this.
Yeah.
What if I create a robot to operate my robot? Right.
Create a robot to operate your robot?
Okay, so listen. So
the sun is moving around here. What the hell?
I create an artificial restaurant. I first begin to have a few people in there to operate this AI operated restaurant. I start with, say, 10 people running on a situation, a schedule. First, I'm right. But then, as I grow intelligence and as I create these prototype models, I can start to fade out. I can just put a regular robot in and see how it works, right? Because like you said, as long as the order's right, they ain't gonna never have an attitude. You can teach them to walk. You can teach them to flip. You can teach them to drop fries. You can teach them to do everything. So it helps. It helps if you're using it as an advantage, like Fish says in your work. But what if you are just an average college student or just an average person that doesn't understand that this could potentially replace people? Because y'all been to Popeyes, y'all been to the restaurants, y'all been to McDonald's in a bad place and they attitude bad. AI changes that, right? You're gonna walk straight to the counter. They're gonna take your order. It's like going to Chick-fil-A at every restaurant. And I think once one restaurant tries the robot and it works and it doesn't have any malfunctions, for a minute, you're gonna have a couple people there with that robot, right? To like Fish said, to make sure that robot don't over intervene. But after a while, it's not gonna be employees, it's gonna be engineers in there.
Right.
And so you're gonna have engineers being damn near cold. It's gonna be like my dad say, people gonna have lab coats on. in a minute, because it's going to be engineers operating and running that. Because after a while, the complexities of the robots are going to be too high for a regular person to understand. You're going to have schooling and knowledge. And that's why I'm telling us to get ahead and start to think about that, because it could potentially happen that way. It could potentially happen that way, because if they could think about what all the data that we're using and what they would know, and what they could do whatever they wanted to do. If you really think about what AI is, and you think about all of the knowledge that is out here, if I created a robot right now that took in all of the knowledge that I just took in and kept it and reserved it, it'll be brilliant. Just the knowledge that I have. Think about the cookies and all of the research and all of the Google searches and all of the YouTube, all of the social media ads. Think about this AI collecting and all that, or all of the operating systems, all of the customer service etiquettes, all of that shit at one time, all over the world, that ever was created at one time. That's gonna be the best fucking employee ever. It could replace anybody when you really think about it.
True, man.
You really think about it. It's like it's good if we use it, like Fish was saying. If it help you, but also learn to be a master of it. There we go. You made a point. Go back to it. Go back to Fish. I love Fish, man. Fish always coming with that intellect, man. Talk to him.
What did he say?
He made a great point. He said, I see your point, but it opens more opportunities in technology. The engineers, like you're saying, the engineers, like you're saying, technology is changing the world, but a computer will never be able to handle every scenario. I agree with you. I agree.
Right. That was my point exactly. As far as, like I said, we still gonna need humans or whatever to do some of the main things or whatever that needs to be done when it comes to machines and stuff like that. Hell, you even got to have people to operate the machine itself. So or either loading it, or either you got to hire them for that. You know what I'm saying? So there is an advantage and a disadvantage or whatever, but it is taking a lot of more jobs from people as well.
That's what I'm saying.
But if people learn, that technology it created for them as well.
Like Fish said, if we get ahead, I agree with you. I agree with you wholeheartedly, Fish. If we get ahead of it, it'll create so many jobs. But this is my thing. How many brothers and young brothers and young sisters want to be engineers, man? That's not pitched, right? And I think that's another reason why I brought this topic, right? We need to start having that discussion. Who's doing engineering? Who's going to school for computer science? Because I even went to school. We went to school for mass comm, communications, radio, television. That's the thing of and being honest, that's the thing of yesteryear is just what we love to do. But the new stuff is that's it. AI, engineering, coding. That's where it's at. That's where the money at. That's who really making the money out here, folks. I just want you to know, if you're not in big tobacco, real estate, insurance, or high-end sales, you make a regular living. And I know, I'm sorry, or you work for the government in high-value jobs. Because not everybody, and I'm talking about 6 figures after the government takes half their money. Okay? So go ahead. Talk to me. Read that from Fish. Fish dropping knowledge in here. Come on, Fish.
I know, right? Computer robots will be able to handle routine issues, but humans have to handle the exceptions. Exactly. Okay. That's what I was saying too. Yeah. Let's say at Walmart, while we use self-checkout, that puts more workers out to get the baskets.
Yeah,
you're right.
Look, Pete Gang. Let me tell you what Walmart though, because they have the self-checkout. I'm gonna use your example because they have a self-checkout because I work there. Because they have self-checkout, they'll cut back on bringing in a number of cashiers. So say before self-checkout, they had to have at least 5 cashiers. But now that self-checkout is there, they really only need 2 or 3 cashiers. So that took away 2 cashier positions just by adding those there. Now, what it did do was it created a job. Well, now you gotta watch the self-checkout. Do you get what I'm saying?
Well, the upside to that though is that sometimes because of the fact that when you, even if you got 5 lines or whatever, how fast are they going to go? You know what I'm saying? How fast are the human people are going to actually get these people out of their lines? When you got a whole basket full of stuff, it takes a while. So people that only got like 5, 6 items or something like that want to get in and go. You know what I'm saying? So that's the whole purpose of the whole self checkout. And yes, if people was faster, maybe you would. You know,
No, but that's the point.
maybe
That's
they
the
would
point
keep
that
their
I'm
damn
making.
jobs.
That's my point I'm making. I
Yeah.
was just using Fish's analogy to show him, even with that, like he said,
Right.
it still created jobs, but once those jobs are going to start to become more advanced, right? And then it took away jobs. So it took some job. It created, okay, so now I got to operate the self-checkout. I can operate self-checkout if it's crazy with no more than 2 people, right? But now I used to have 5 to 6 cashiers on my payroll a week. Now I don't. I can rotate them 2 or 3, right? I can only have 2 lines. Oh, you go to Walmart, how many lines is open? 2, maybe 3. And that's at a big store because they got 1 person operating self-checkout. That's 5 people, like where I would say it would be 6 or 7. And then you got, like Marlon said, you got personal shoppers and things like that. So I do feel like it creates opportunities, but if you behind the you feel me, the knowledge curve, you gonna get left in the back. That's kind of what I'm saying. But I agree with Fish. It definitely creates. I love that analogy with the self-checkout. But I know that at Walmart, that's why our lines be so long, because everybody going through self-checkout and it's only 2 cashiers. So and it saves Walmart money, but then it puts the regular person out of business. And Walmart's going to do it, and they're one of the most successful companies in the country. Then most businesses are going to start to follow that business model because it's just more effective. It's the bottom line is better. My buddy was just telling me that Boeing just shut down a whole warehouse, right? And people are downsizing because they're getting ready for the machines, man. I'm letting people know it's real.
Yeah. I don't want to stay on this too much longer, you guys. Personal shopper too. That's what Marlon said. Personal shoppers too.
History and Blackness.
Oh, okay. Yeah. All right, man. Yeah, because I want to keep going here because we running out of time. So this week, history and Blackness, you guys. Who we got this week, dog?
This week we got Benjamin Banneker. I found some stuff out about Benjamin Banneker that I didn't know. Benjamin Banneker is American naturalist.
I'm fighting with light today, y'all. No, I said I'm fighting with the light today. I don't know what's up. I know, right?
Benjamin Banneker is an American naturalist, mathematician, astronomer, and almanac author. He was born November 9th, 1731, Baltimore County, Maryland. He died October 9th, 1806, Oella, Kentonville, Maryland. He's a self-educated astronomer and mathematician. So all the things he's contributed to society, he self-taught himself. I think the greatest thing that I learned about him is that he was a free man. He was born a free man. And I brought up Benjamin Banneker, and I brought that up because it despairs that notion that you seen when he was born. It despairs that notion that even during slavery and prior to slavery, there were free Black people in America.
One of the things that also that I read that I didn't know about was, they was trying to go back in his ancestors or whatever, and from what it said, is it a grandmother or great grandmother? And you can correct me if I'm wrong. Was she white and she ended up she was with a slave, a Black guy, or whatever, and that's how the whole.
I didn't get that. I got it was born. So
I think I read something like that. You guys can go back and check or whatever, but I think that was one of the things. So basically, when they were saying that he's not really fully Black.
Oh, Benjamin Banneker. He's mixed.
Yeah. He's mixed. Yeah.
He's mixed.
Exactly.
He's dark complected though.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Like I said, because the bloodline was from generation to generation. I think he was like either it was his great grandmother or his grandmother that was white. Just like my grandmother. My grandmother is Indian, half Indian.
Right.
But you see how black I am.
Right. Some of his accomplishments is as a young boy at 17 years old, he constructed an irrigation system for his family, and he created a wooden clock that lasted for 50 years, y'all. Wow. He created a wooden clock. He goes on to, like I said, he self-taught himself astronomy and accurately forecasted lunar and solar eclipses. And so everybody started to bring attention. This brought a lot of people attention. And eventually, this is where the almanac and the surveying come in at, because he was hired by basically an affluent African American by the name of, or he was noticed by African American by the name of George Ellicott. And later on, he was hired by his cousin to basically go around surveying the nation's capital. And so I have a little history on him, that the capital is credited for being designed by a certain gentleman, but that gentleman picked up the plans and left. Well, history says, and the story goes to say, is that Benjamin Banneker he designed Washington, D.C. solely on the memory of the plans from the original architect of the Capitol. So how the restrooms are sitting, how the monument sits, how everything, as we kind of, how if you ever been to D.C. and by the Capitol, how everything is, he did that from pure memory. That was just something I thought that was extremely helpful.
Marlon commented that Benjamin Banneker created DC. And that's man, that's like amazing in itself.
But they don't talk about it because
that's another thing. Yeah, that's what. Of course, they're not going to talk about it. Of course, they're not. It's going to get somebody else is going to get credit.
Yeah, they credit. His name is like Lou Font or something like that. They created. He's a French architect. But he didn't, because he left. He bounced, took his plans, and got on. Benjamin Banneker, like he said, created and built DC from his mind. Later on, he's known for creating, he published an almanac for about 6 years, between the years of 1792 to 1797. And he wrote his own writings in mathematics, astrology, all kind of just religion, all kind of things. And so it brought him a lot of attention. And so now he's this affluent man, and then he gets political, right? He has a political change. He starts writing letters to Thomas Jefferson about racial equality and things like this. And so it's a whole section in his life where he had letters written to Thomas Jefferson about basically the plight on African Americans in his community and the racial equality. Like I said, I brought Benjamin Banneker to the forefront because we don't even know, right? First of all, we don't know who designed and created DC, but to find out that it was a black man or of black descent or half black, or however you want to slice it, to be able to have this ability prior to slavery. This is before the misconception of we were ignorant and all of that. Prior to the illusion, right? This misillusion or this disillusion of white supremacy and that ideology that black people are inferior. He was thriving on self-taught knowledge. So I thought it was very important. I want you guys to look him up too. Every time I wanted to say this, every time I bring these people to you, I kind of just give you leaflets about them but I kind of want you to go do your research and find out things, because I can do a whole hour segment on all of the things that you know
Yeah.
about these people and the great things that they've done. But I just give you key points
Yeah.
so you'll be able to kind of say, hey, man, Benjamin Banneker, and start, like I say, a lot of this is just to bring and start creating a conversation amongst your peers, family, and
Yeah, we're just giving we're giving just kind of like the a summary of people history and blackness as to how creative that our
our
race
heritage.
is, how
Yeah,
creative that our heritage is, yes, and how we are still are.
yeah,
You know what I'm saying? And by checking this out and going back and reading about these, it might give you a inspiration as to creating or feeling that you should be taking anything besides having to be in the entertainment world or trying to get quick money or whatever. You know what I'm saying? But be an inventor, an engineer, all these other aspects that's out there that's probably your callings. You know what I mean? So yeah, so that's black history and blackness, whatever, that we're gonna bring to you guys every week. I guess it's my turn to pick next week, huh? Somebody on Facebook, what's happening, fellas? Who's that? Facebook, give us your name. Who's that? We don't know who you are. We don't know who you are. We can't see your name. Um, Real quick, Marlon said, "Man, I'm just gonna say it. If you really research America, we literally built every magic function of America for DC. The traffic lights, the engine, the mailbox, open heart surgery, removing twins." Exactly, Marlon. And that's basically where we're getting at. It's kind of like we have so much talent in our heritage, or whatever, to where, a lot of people wanting to be all in entertainment or quick money or influencers and all these other things, whatever, when they have very good, intelligent minds that can continue to create and whatever, and start getting more recognition now because of the social media that we have and the platforms that we have or whatever to put you out there. So that's one of the main things for this part of this creation of or this section of the show.
yeah.
Um, even he said
The
even
super soaker.
the super soaker water gun was created by black folks.
Yeah,
Really? I didn't know
hell
that.
yeah,
That's good. That's a
hell
new
yeah.
one.
We
That's a new
created
one. That's
everything.
what's up.
Peanut butter, tear,
Yeah.
everything, everything, everything.
Peanut butter jelly. I know, right?
You name it, we did it.
All right, man. Let's get into this main talk because we ran out of time. I think we had one more, but we'll get into that one next week. We'll tell y'all what that is. Actually, it was the BBL surgery.
Oh
So you
yeah,
guys
we
look
did.
at
Yeah,
it
but that's all
about
we do that
BBL
next week.
surgery. Yeah. Well, we'll get into that next week. But I want to get into this real quick, man. Impact that the lack of fathers have on black communities. Hold on, impact the lack. I don't know if I
Yeah,
put
you
that. I don't
did.
think I
You
put that
did.
out there right. It's the impact, the lack of
The
impact,
lack of impact.
right?
Yeah, something like that.
The lack of impact that fathers have in our community.
Yeah.
Hey, y'all, ignore that. Let me fix it.
Um. But yeah,
But the
absolutely.
lack, it's the lack
Basically,
of
the
impact.
impact that uh the lack of black fathers have on the black community, right? It's which right just right. It said impact that the impact that the lack of fathers has on the
Father
yeah. You
has
kind
had
of
on
put
the
it.
on the black
It's
community.
it's
Okay,
the impact you put. It's the impact that you put the impact
it's
that
the
the lack of, but same shit, same difference. Whatever. Basically, I think that that's the issue that we kind of have right now. I think that a big part of the reason why we have a lot of violence with these youth, of course, some of these children do have fathers in the house, and we're not speaking of them who are committing and getting in trouble. But a lot of it, I think, is the lack of a black father figure or father presence. I think that when I can only say from my experience, I think that when I was growing up, in my most pivotal time, say my father may have been in prison, even though he was always present in some way, but his physical
yeah,
form was needed because his presence meant structure. His presence meant
right,
um respect and the way to carry yourself a certain way. I think that young black men after a certain age, their mother can't father or parent them properly unless
right,
it's some men in the family that she can call and say, hey, come get Lil Junior, he lost his mind. You know what I'm saying? Because if you don't have that male presence, you kind of get chaos, especially at that point. And I think you went to it through, I think all men go through it from that point of about 13 to about 21. Right? You the man, can't nobody tell you shit. And you and as men, once you get a certain age, you can begin to overpower your mom. And if the proper tools wasn't in place, if your mama didn't petrify you like mine's did me, and you may start to buck up at your mama. And then that's what happens when you start to leave the house early. Now he outside and he got to fend for himself. Now he committing robberies, and now he committed robbery. Somebody get killed, and now somebody dead, and now he go to jail. And the cycle continues to repeat itself. And that's probably the same thing that happened to his father. And so I think that the lack of black fathers in the community is pivotal to not only the violence but the dysfunction, the lack of stability, the lack of structure, which is similar to saying words.
Well, we also have to understand too why there's a lack. You know, why there's a lack of fathers in these communities, and majority of it is because of the situations that we've been given, the certain laws that have been made that basically caused us, you know, to not have the fathers in the home. Say, for instance, if it's you got fathers, you got black males that were, you know, may have did a misdemeanor type of crime, but end up charged a felony. You know what I mean? And being that they don't have an attorney, they, you know, of course, they know, they count on them not having enough money to even get out. You know what I'm saying? Or get a good attorney to get them out. So they're now in this system that was built or whatever for us to be in, to make money for the white man,
absolutely.
basically, right? So, you know, that's one of the reasons. But it's also not only that. You remember when and I hope y'all don't come at me at this. But when they started the whole, you know, women this and that, I mean, that's all fun and dandy and great, but it started disrespecting the black man as if we're not wanted or we're not needed. We're not, you know what I'm saying? Like, you're strong enough to do it and you can do it yourself type of thing or whatever. And that's the way that society has tried to put onto us or whatever as a screen to, you know, to stop black men that having a big family, or, you know, teaching their kids or being there for their kids and stuff like that or whatever, you know, because they put a lot of pressure on them, you know. Now I'm not saying, you know, I don't want our women to think that I'm saying that, you know, you shouldn't be an independent, strong woman, but and I definitely believe you should be, but still, there was never a narrative to say what to be with your man at that same time. You know what I'm saying? It was kind of like, you don't need this, you don't need that, you got yourself, you know what I'm saying, and whatever. But when it really comes down to it, you do, and we do. We need each other. You know what I'm saying? Especially as a black family or whatever. You know, even if you're not a part of the family, or if you're not, you know, if you separated, if you're just a baby daddy or whatever the case may be, you know what I'm saying, still be a part of your child or whatever, because that child needs you and need that history, need that knowledge or whatever to grow up with and get in these streets without going out there and getting themselves hurt or disappointed by somebody else. You know what I mean? So I just wanted to kind of get that part off my chest.
I noticed you had something on your chest right there. You asked, that was on you. That was on you. I just listen, man. I just let you go, man. I said, man, he got something to say.
Well, I mean, you know what I'm saying? Because I grew up with, you know, 5 aunts and my grandmother. You know what I mean? My mom passed when I was 12. My father was in prison, you know what I'm saying? Did a life in prison, you know? I didn't know him until I was damn near 30 something, you know? So luckily, and I'm gonna have to say this too. Luckily, because of my family being Christian and faith and stuff like that, that put a little fear in me to away from doing wrong things by not having a man in the household. You know what I mean? I mean, I had my uncles around and stuff like that, and I see what they was doing and stuff like that. But you know, I just didn't like what they were doing. It wasn't my thing, you know what I'm saying? Because my grandmother and the women in the house kept other things in my head, you know, as to what I didn't need. That I didn't need to do those things. I don't have to do those things. I'm better than that to do, you know, than doing those things or whatever. And I'm too young to be trying to do those things or whatever. And let me know the consequences and the costs that it could be if I did it, you know. And that's the same thing, you know, like my uncles really didn't really teach me that. They didn't really tell me that. They just basically, you know what I'm saying, did their thing. I see what they do and I try to copy what
But
they
see,
do. You know what I
this
mean?
is something that I learned. I'm sorry to cut you off. This
No,
is
no,
something
no,
I
no. That's good.
learned
Go,
from
go.
being most men don't know how to be fathers any damn way because they fathers wasn't fathers to them, because there's this misconception and perpetuation what a man is supposed to be, and it's a different ideology. And as me and my father, as I become a man, my father starts to instill different things into me, right? He starts to speak different things into me because a lot of times you just don't know, right? You don't know because your father was a certain way and a man is supposed to do a certain thing, right? I think that when you do have the presence of strong women as yourself, um it does help you, right? But I still think that there are things that you've learned along the way that you would have been less likely to do, or you things you do because a man would have taught you and you didn't have to learn from the uncles, right? And I say that to say your uncles may have not knew the right way, because a lot of men, what we teach and what we know is just
That's
run
true.
women. Like like real
True.
shit. The basis of being a man is running women.
Yeah.
That's really what we taught a
Yeah.
man is, and it ain't, right? A man is working on
Hmm.
yourself. A man is accountability. A man is all these other things that I'm learning to break the boy in me in, right? Break the young man, because
Right.
there's a young man that still lives in us all because we weren't taught how to properly be men. Not saying my father didn't give me Jews. Not saying my father didn't teach me
Right.
manly structure and teach me things, but he only taught me the things that his father gave him and that his father gave him. And when we keep going back, people will start to become men at 13, right? And so it's so much a 13-year-old boy can know as a being of a man when you only 13, right? And so he's just working on that knowledge, and then he's just going off and winging it, right? He's just going off the knowledge he learns from other men around him, from older men around him, and that's how he pushes and that's how he moves.
Hmm. Hmm.
And so let's get to
Right.
these comments because they good.
Let's go to
Let's go to Fish.
that Drew.
Fish says, my father
Fish
was
said,
not
"Oh,
present.
go ahead."
I didn't have a relationship with him. I became a single father of a son at 16 years old. I vowed to be a great man. I was not going to be like any of of I guess he was saying the men I was raised around. Absolutely.
Just race with-
I
Right.
agree.
Right.
I agree.
Yeah.
That's the same thing. That's what I wanted to work on as well. Um, Go ahead. You can go. You want to drop that one?
Oh,
Or I can go.
it all
Go ahead.
it all depends on the end. He said it all depends. Fish said it's all depends on the individual. I don't care what the circumstances are. You have to make a conscious decision to be a contributor to society. The best parents can have the worst kids, and vice versa. That is
Absolutely.
true. That is true
Absolutely.
because um, I, I when I grew up in the neighborhood that I grew up with, you had I think great parents, and I don't know, I don't want to call it the religion or whatever, but they were Jehovah Witnesses, and but they took care of their kids. They made sure they went to the good school. They went, made sure they dressed well and all that kind of stuff. But as soon as that one person, because of the whole strictness that they had, as soon as they got old enough to leave, they left, and they were the worst people in the world. I mean, they were I'm not saying worse like killing or anything like that, but they were,
Because
wanting to
let me
party all the time, wanting
can
the
I say
drugs,
something?
wanting to all this extra stuff or whatever. You know what I mean? But
Just
still, it can
because
work vice
parents
versa.
provide a child with everything does not necessarily mean that they're great parents, right?
True. Exactly. That's my
And
point.
Marlon,
Yeah.
me and Marlon talk about this all the time. A lot of times as parents, we hinder our children because we're not properly preparing them to be these people. What we're doing
Right.
is making spoiled brats, right? We're not
Right.
teaching them ethics. We're not teaching them humanality, right? We're not teaching them love. We're teaching them other things. And so when being a parent and teaching it's more than just giving them the right things, right? Or providing them a certain lifestyle.
I
It's
can't do
teaching
that.
them how to operate once they leave the house, how they are when they leave the house, right? So that's why you have those situations where people have this great lifestyle, they raise very well, and then they go outside and do the complete opposite. A lot of it is either one, they may be rebellion from that lifestyle because they want to be a bad boy or bad girl, or just the simple fact that because they got everything they want, they just don't appreciate what it means to the consistency it takes to be a man.
Yeah.
Or a
Yeah.
father.
Yeah. Marlon said having a father in the home, married or not, or not a positive male presence is important. My pops taught me how to be a man. He showed how to handle business even when you don't want to.
Yep.
Yes.
Yep.
You know,
And I think
that's true.
I think having that physical example every day. Like, so one thing I can always say about my father, I always know my father to have a job. So even when I was a kid, I always wanted a job because I knew I could buy me some shoes and stuff. But I learned that from my pops because my pops always had a job. And that was just from a young boy. I always know my father to work. Now, emotional things and difference, that's a difference my father wasn't known at, and I'm moving the level up, right? I'm growing up another level to pass the generation or further the generation. But I do agree, man, having a father in the home is pivotal. And if there is a lack of chaos, or if there's chaos present, or some people that's dealing with it, I bet you there's a lack of father. And then you have your golden and chosen few like Fish who make it through, who take at a young age, having to be a father early. He had to become a man fast and realize the hurt that his father caused to him and didn't want to cause that to his own child. And so he had to find the example. But if a lot of people just can't find the example or the muse.
Yeah, and we're gonna talk more, you guys, because you know this is Father's Day month, so we're gonna talk more about the whole situations of fathers in the household, because I do believe, you know, even if you're not together, if you're not, you know what I'm saying, you should be a part of your child's life in a great, you know, capacity to where, you know, they respect, trust, and understand, you know, things that you're trying to, you know, to teach them or whatever, as opposed to living, you know, giving a deaf ear uh, uh, to, you know, whatever that your conversation is about. Because sometimes, you know what I'm saying, kids can be like, yeah, well, you ain't here, and then that's it. You know, they got attitude, they're mad, they're like, you know what I mean? So I think it is good that even though we talk about, you know, families, I mean, fathers being in the household, even if you're not in the household, you should still most definitely, the main concern is your kid and the impact that you have on them by being a part of their lives. Period. You know, that's where I get.
Absolutely.
That's what I get. We're going to talk more about that too. Marley just hit us up with one and said that a good example. When I went off to school, I was balling like I was Big Meech, Big Ross, Elon Musk. Morals of the story: my pop said, "This is what we do. Wait a minute. This is what we not doing, especially on my dime." That's what his dad said. You know what I'm saying? And sometimes you need that lashing ear. You know what I'm saying? That lashing, you know, tongue at times or whatever. You know, to straighten you up. Because if you didn't hear that, you probably would have kept going longer than you probably wanted to, and some bad shit probably would have happened. You know what I'm saying? Some bad shit would have happened or whatever. So it's like I said, what little bit that you can in your child's life or whatever, giving them knowledge and trying to keep them focused on positive things in life, whatever, continue to do so. even if you're not in the
Absolutely.
household.
Absolutely.
Yeah. So that's man. Oh man, I wanted to go a little bit longer now, but we went a long time. We went a
I was
long
gonna
time.
say we could if you wanted to,
But we're gonna continue. We're gonna continue.
Well, we got we could do the main topic and we could do the co-parenting next week.
Oh, okay. Yeah. We'll get into that next week.
Yeah,
Yes.
we'll do the co-parenting next week, since we talking about fathers all week.
Yeah, co-parenting, 50-50 in a relationship, and BBL.
Yeah.
Marlon said he was hindering my pimping.
Yeah. He shut Marlon all the way down.
Shut him down when you shut him down.
I think that's the reason why Marlon ended up getting a job after that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But that's what's up, you guys. I'm tired of fighting the sun and the daggone my damn camera here. I don't know what's going on today, but I think it's probably like the connection or whatever. But anyway, we appreciate you guys once again joining us. Happy third 3-year anniversary for us, man. And pray for us that we all, have a much more successful few years coming up. You know what I mean? From here on, man, that we basically continue to grow, continue to be able to be a listening ear to our viewers, and also give our opinions that may help, those that are watching, and, us, recognizing you guys as and giving us your opinions or whatever that may help us as well. You know what I mean? So I am forever misunderstood. Happy anniversary, fellas. Thank you. That's what's up. Big bucks in the house. You're late, man. You're late. We got to go.
Before they leave,
that's what's up, man. But thanks.
Before they leave,
what you got, fat boy?
I gotta give them 5 companies just to kind of look out for artificial intelligence. So
hurry up. Go ahead, real quick.
Make sure you hit Metaverse stocks. Check out Metaverse. I want you to also check out Vidya Corporation, Upstart Holding Inc., and Berkshire Gray. Those are a few companies to watch right now. They've been doing good on the market. Just look them up in Google. Also, all your Elon Musk, all of the tech companies. Make sure you look it up. Next week I'll have a whole. What I might do is have Fuel post something, like something.
Yeah. And I'm actually going to look more into it because I'm not really that savvy in the stocks or knowledgeable about this whole stock, situations or been in it. I just haven't been, into it.
So you got
I need
Microsoft
so we all gonna learn together.
And NASDAQ, it's a few of them. Man. It's a bunch of them out of there. I'm sorry, Amazon.
That's what's up.
And Microsoft. Yeah. It's a few companies out there. Metaverse is a big one.
That's what's up. All right, we appreciate you guys joining us, man. And like I said, till next time. And hey, y'all see that scrolling at the bottom right there? Y'all see that at the bottom? Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Help your boy out. Help us out. You know what I'm saying? Show some love. All right. But also share. I mean, even that's important as well. Just sharing, like and subscribe. You know what I mean? That's the love right there.
Love you too,
Buck
Fish.
said, keep it going, y'all. Love you. That's Fish said that. Keep it going, love y'all. That's what's up. And then Buck said, use your words. Yes, sir. That's what's up. All right, man.
All right. And remember.
All right, that's gonna do it for us, man.
And
remember.
If they talking about you behind
your back. If they talking about you behind your back.
They behind you
for a reason.
Hey.
And he's like, peace. No!
I love y'all. Go home.
Look, you slow with that. I'm slow with pulling it up though.
All our illusions will get the parade, and all the reasons start to fade.
What's up, everybody? Welcome to Reasons, the show where you can give your reasons why you think what you feel about what we're talking about today. We should know this. man.
We say no.
Dear brother, how do y'all deal with erectile dysfunction when you're in a relationship?
I wouldn't know how to do it unless I had it.
I had it.
And remember, if they're talking about you behind your back, they behind you for a reason.
Peace. I love y'all.